sports. It's in the game.
Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome to a different sort of video here on my channel. I am reacting to last night's game in the UEFA Champions League semi-final second leg between Liverpool and Barcelona, and what I'm going to do while I'm talking through what my opinions and reaction to last night's game are, I'm just going to be watching a legendary AI game here on FIFA 19. So I'm going to skip through this because it is copyrighted music and we're going to have this in the background. So why am I doing a video talking about last night's game? Well, basically I'm a huge Liverpool fan. I have been for 15 years now. I started supporting them in 2004, and obviously at the end of my first season supporting them, we won the Champions League. So I thought it's quite a pivotal stage, and 15 years is quite a nice round number. It was a brilliant game. Like, I'm just going to say that right now. A lot of you may have seen the game. A lot of you may not have seen the game. You might be a Liverpool fan. You may support a different club. You might not even like football. But it was a humongous victory. Basically, to put into context for anyone that didn't know what has happened, like, where have you been? You've been living under a rock. Basically, we were drawn against Barcelona in the semi-finals of the Champions League. And the first leg was played at the Nou Camp, which is Barcelona Stadium, last Wednesday, where we played amazing. Like, we did play amazing. For the first time in so long, we outpassed Barcelona, we outplayed them, we had more possession on them, but yet, somehow, we lost 3-0. We had quite a few chances, but yet, we just couldn't take them. It's such a shame. And in the first half, they got a goal, a brilliant work goal from the left hand side from Alba, brilliant ball into Suarez, first time finish past Alisson, and I was like, I wasn't too fussed that Suarez scored, even though, like, I'm a big Liverpool fan and obviously Suarez is ex-Liverpool player, because I was like, it's a world class goal, it's understandable. I don't mind if we concede one at the Nou Camp, as long as we score, I'm happy. Even if, because I think I predicted that Barcelona were going to win 2-1, so I was thinking, okay, this isn't going against what I said. As long as we're getting away goal, we put ourselves in a very good, got a very good chance of progressing through to the final of the Champions League. In the second half, obviously Messi got a very lucky goal. I think Suarez hit a volley with his knee onto the crossbar. Oh, there's a goal, and it's Roberto Firmino has scored in this game. Like, watching this, I'm actually watching this live with you. This isn't just added commentary after. But anyway, back to what I was saying, like, Messi got a very lucky goal after it hit the crossbar from a knee volley from Suarez, and I was like, okay, 2-0. Again, it's still nothing what I didn't expect, but then Messi got that free kick from 35 yards out, something like that, and he just whipped it top left, and to score his 600th goal in his career. And one thing I do actually will say about this, even though it was 3-0 Barcelona, and we didn't score an away goal, and it puts us in a bad way in the second leg, I was actually honoured to have Messi score his 600th goal against my team, Liverpool, because it's obviously a big milestone, and yet it was a brilliant goal as well, even though it was heartbreaking to see it go in. And I was thinking, okay, we've got not much chance here of staying in the competition and going to the final to play either Spurs or Ajax. So that was the first leg, and I was like optimistic but also realistic, and I was thinking, but I always thought that we would win the game at Anfield, but maybe not enough to get through. But anyway, let's get on to last night's game, which is why I'm making this video, reacting to it. We started very well, obviously created a very good chance. Henderson getting past a couple of players after Mane got a loose ball from Alba's back header, and then Origi getting the rebound, it make it 1-0. I was thinking, okay, this is the start we needed. But throughout the game I was thinking, okay, Barca should score in this game. They are a fantastic team, but if we play like we did in the first leg, but this time take our chances, we've got a very good chance. So then it was 1-0 at half time, and I just remember thinking, okay, we've got a chance here, but surely a miracle can't happen. I've seen Miracle of Istanbul in 2005, the final. I've seen us come back against various teams, including Dortmund in the Europa League a few years ago. But this is Barcelona. This is probably the best club side in the world over the last 10-15 years. So the second half began. Obviously Wijnaldum came on for the injured Robertson, and Wijnaldum's impact was amazing. But Trent Alexander-Arnold, I will get to him more in a second, whipped in a very good ball, took a deflection, Wijnaldum hit it first time, it went through to Stegen, 2-0. I was like, okay, this is good, this is going pretty well, we're getting back into it. 51 seconds later, we equalised the tie, make it 3-3 on aggregate. Okay, it's half time with Wijnaldum with a brilliant header, brilliant ball from Shaqiri. I was buzzing. And to be fair, I said this in the group chat, because I'm in a Facebook group chat with a few friends. None of them are Liverpool fans except for me, and I even said I just felt one of the biggest tingles down my spine ever when that third goal went in. This is what being a Liverpool fan, being a football fan is like. When you support a team, they do something extraordinary, and so it's 3-3 on aggregate. It's nice to see it in this game as well that Liverpool are winning 1-0 at half time. Can we do 4-0? Imagine the legendary AI does that. But anyway, let's get into the second half of that event with 3-0, and I just kept reminding myself, we've done nothing yet. If anything, we just equaled the tie. We still need one goal to go ahead, or we need two. In my mind, I think we thought we need 2 goals, because like I said, I expected Barcelona to score at some point in that game. So if we score 2 goals, we can effectively concede a goal, and it doesn't matter. Then the moment of genius from the genius that is Trent Alexander-Arnold, taking that corner, very quick thinking. And in fairness, I still don't think Origi gets as much credit as he deserves for that finish. That is so hard. I always, this is how I find when playing football. If the ball comes from my left hand side, because I'm right footed, it's coming across my body, then I can hit it. That's fine. If it's coming back to me, I can hit it. Fine. Maybe it'll be hard to keep it down. But if it's coming from my right hand side, when I'm right footed, that is so difficult. And it was slightly bouncing. It's good pace on it from Alexander-Arnold's cross. Divock Origi, he is the unsung hero of the season. Obviously his late winner against Everton in the Merseyside derby early in the season, his latest winner against Newcastle only this last weekend. That's a great goal by Arta. See, this is what I mean. Barcelona are capable of scoring away at Anfield. But yeah, he's been an unsung hero, and Gini Wijnaldum, he has been brilliant for us ever since he joined joined from Newcastle. He has actually been amazing for us, and he don't get the credit he deserves. We've got some great midfielders. Our midfielders have come under scrutiny this season, which I think is totally unfair. When we've got a front three that creates chances, score goals, gets assists, it doesn't matter so much if our midfield doesn't score goals, but Wijnaldum has stepped up in recent weeks. He scored the first goal away at Cardiff, which was amazing, set us on course for another victory, and keeps us fighting at least for the Premier League title race going into last weekend, this Sunday. But I don't mind that we don't get goals. Naby Keita has stepped up, who's one of my favourite Liverpool players. He's just a player that plays with a smile on his face. He's not afraid to actually go past players, even as a central midfielder, which is, I think, very rare nowadays. But anyway, so at this stage in that game, 4-0, I was thinking, it was 12 minutes to go, and I remember the last 5 minutes of normal time. I was thinking, I can't watch this. So I kept going downstairs and just finding something to do, because I hate watching games where we have to see out games. But while I was downstairs, I was thinking, this season we've seen out pretty much every game, but we had to. We've got Van Dijk, who's the best centre-backs in the world right now, at the heart of our defence. We've got Alisson, who's been brilliant, and he was brilliant last night, saving quite a few shots from Coutinho, Suarez, Messi, all of those. He did brilliant. So I came back up with a minute to go in added time, and I just watched it out, and then I couldn't believe it when the final whistle, it actually dawned on me, we're going to another Champions League final. Obviously we went to last year's, lost 3-1 against Real Madrid, and then I remember putting a message in the group chat that I'm in saying, oh my god, I've just realised we don't have Karius in goal. Oh, Messi's through, and Messi has scored. So this is what could have happened. I know this is technically Barcelona on this game are better still rating wise than Liverpool, but that might not be the case next season. So that is obviously my reaction and opinions. That's probably the greatest Liverpool game I've ever seen. I've seen some amazing games as a Liverpool fan, over on TV or watching them. I've seen us beat Real Madrid 4-0 at Anfield in 2009, where Gerrard scored 2 goals, Andre De Sena got a goal, and Fernando Torres scored. I've seen us in that same week we beat Man United 4-1 away at Old Trafford, where Fabio Aurelio scored a free kick. We had Gerrard score a penalty. We had Torres score when he absolutely murked Vidic, and again De Sena scored 2 in a week. The only 2 goals he scored for Liverpool was against Real Madrid and Barcelona. I've seen some amazing games. Obviously Istanbul 2005 Champions League final was amazing, but I honestly think that's the greatest performance I've seen, considering we didn't have Salah and Firmino in that game, two of our most crucial players. We were unbelievable. And apparently I actually saw today that apparently Messi left the stadium after crying his eyes out, which shows how much it meant to him. But he probably thought, probably all the Barcelona players thought, job's done, all we have to do is just keep it tight. But when you come to Anfield European nights are the best in the world. I don't care what anyone says. You can ask anyone that actually knows something about European football. No one wants to come to Anfield on a European night. Manchester City couldn't handle it last season. Roma couldn't handle it last season. This season we drew against Bayern, and then all of a sudden we won 3-1 at the Allianz. Our road to the final has been tough this time round. So as for the final, tonight is Spurs versus Ajax at the Amsterdam Arena. Ajax are currently 1-0 up on leading the tie. Personally, this is what I think. Out of the two teams, using my footballing head, I would prefer Spurs, because we know how they play, we know we can beat them. The problem is, I don't like Spurs, so theoretically, with that being said, I would rather Spurs never got to a Champions League final. Stay away from the Champions League final. You're not good enough to be it. That's my opinion. Obviously, I'm very biased. So personally, I want Ajax to go through, even though I think Ajax would be the more unknown quantity. They've been brilliant. They've knocked out Juventus, Real Madrid, and it was the other big team they knocked out. I can't remember right now. But anyway, as this game draws to a close, I will say I do want it to be Liverpool versus Ajax. We will be strong favourites going into the final against whoever we play. We are the favourites to win the Champions League now. I really do hope that we can get our sixth Champions League trophy, because that would be amazing. Like, considering we've had an amazing season where we're currently on 94 points with one game to go in the Premier League and potentially not even get the Premier League title, like, I would feel so proud if we actually did win the Champions League instead. It's been a momentous season anyway, but I honestly believe that if we win the Champions League, that is at least what Jurgen Klopp deserves. Ever since he came to us at the back end of 2015, the 2015-16 season, like, I love Jurgen Klopp. And the day that he leaves will be such a sad day, because he's probably my favourite ever Liverpool manager. I loved Benitez when we had him. I even liked Rodgers when we had him for a few years, because he got us believing that we can win trophies, including the Premier League title. Jurgen Klopp has been so good for us, and he deserves it. Obviously, he got this wretched record right now of like not winning his 5 or 6 last cup finals, whatever. I think this could be the season. This is the best Liverpool team, the best Liverpool squad I've seen in the 15 years of supporting them. Even though like it doesn't have the likes of Suarez, Gerrard, Torres, whoever, Carragher, like all like these legends that have played for the club, I think this is the best squad we've ever had, especially in the Premier League era, because I wasn't around when they had the likes of Dalglish, Rush, and all those, but yeah, this is the best we've seen, so this is the best possible chance. But yeah, guys, if you have enjoyed this video and you kind of like me, like giving my opinion on things Liverpool, or if you've got anything that you want me to give my opinion on, because I'm a football fan at the end of the day, I want to voice my opinion. If you do like this sort of thing, then be sure to leave a like, and leave comments down below of what you want me to talk about. Maybe it's something to do with your club that you support, because I'm kind of clued up. I have a footballing brain. As some of my friends would say, it's scary how much I know and recall, especially about things Liverpool. So obviously I could go on for days talking about Liverpool. But yeah, guys, that's it for me. If you have enjoyed, be sure to hit that like, and subscribe if you're new. And until next time, goodbye.